Only two teams remain without a win so far this IPL. Who would have called at the start of the season that it would be Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capitals? But they go head to head in Delhi, hoping to get off the mark. Who will it be? Who will get off the mark finally as we head into the second week of the IPL? Matt Roller and Wasim Jaffer with us to set up this game. Wasim, Delhi, we've spoken a lot about Delhi's batting issues, so we're going to hold on that for now and hope for their sake that they improve. But they have had troubles with the ball too. Their spinners haven't been much effective, and it continues a bit of a sliding pattern for Akshar Patel over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, Akshar has struggled a little bit whenever the left-handers have bowled. To the right-handers, he has done well, and I expect him to bowl well when he bowls to the right-handers. I mean, if they have got Mumbai Indians have got a couple of right-handers at the time when he's bowling, I think I'm expecting him to bowl better. But when the left-handers are around, I feel he has struggled a little bit. So I feel, uh, you know. Uh, Most of the time, the captains are reluctant to bowl him when the left-handers are around because he's gone for runs. And if there's not much spin, then the ball comes on really nicely to the bat, and it's pretty easy to hit around. So that has been his problem, and something which he needs to work on.
Yeah, we saw a good exhibit of what Wasim says in that second game Delhi played, where he wasn't even given the ball, which was around the time there were left-handers at the crease. But overall, his potency, Matt, has taken quite a nosedive since the start of last season.
Yeah, I think Wasim's absolutely spot on. I think that those numbers against left-handers are a big worry from Delhi Capital's point of view. I think in particular, we think about a senior player at that franchise who was retained for 9 crore ahead of the big auction. So it's a serious investment that they've made in Akshar Patel. So for then that situation to emerge like it did the other night, where Warner sort of explicitly came out and said, well, we were defending a score, there was a bit of dew and there were some left-handers in, we can't risk bowling this guy. It's not what you want from a senior player. So I think it will be really important for Akshar to sort of find a way to at least be able to bowl defensively against left-handers and come up with some kind of plan. Potentially maybe being at the Kotla will suit him, given that it has historically offered a little bit for the spinners.
The good news, though, for Akshar Patel is that he comes up against a team who, in their very last outing, had quite a bad time against his bowling type. Slow left arm, Ravindra Jadeja and Mitchell Santner ran through the Mumbai lineup in CSK's win at Wankhede. Wasim, just broadly speaking, what have you made of Mumbai's batting so far? It just hasn't kicked on.
Well, from the start, I mean, Rohit Sharma needs to fire. He's somebody who's had a very dull IPL for quite some time now. So at top of the order, him and Ishan Kishan needs to fire. Ishan Kishan has been pretty inconsistent, and I think they need to sort out their batting order as well. I feel Surya Kumar Yadav needs to be batting at number 3, and then Tilak Verma at 4, and Cameron Green needs to be pushed at 5, and then Tim David. So you've got so much power at 5, 6, and 7. So I think they need to sort out that batting order a little bit, and Rohit and Ishan Kishan to fire, and hopefully Surya Kumar Yadav to get out of that rut that he's gone recently.
Weigh in on that, Matt?
Yeah, Cameron Green is a fascinating one, his role for them, because he's been bought off the back of more performances in other international formats than anything else. But the two T20 international innings of note that he's played in his career were both at the top of the order. Now, Mumbai obviously went into the auction with Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma both retained for big money, a ready-made opening partnership, and they've kind of tried to find a role for Green at number 3. But it will be interesting to see whether they persist with that for the season and give him that clarity of knowing exactly what his role is, or whether they attempted to, as Wasim suggests, move him down and use him as a finisher in a more sort of orthodox or old-school all-rounder type role. I wouldn't actually be too surprised to see him brought on with a new ball. I think Mark Boucher in his post-match press conference after the Chennai game hinted that they might use him as someone who can try and nibble it around early on. So that's one to keep an eye on, just in case Cameron Green opens the bowling.
Yeah, we talk so much about the batting. It's not like the bowling has come together. They will hope on the fitness of one Jofra Archer. Remains to be seen whether he is part of this game. Wasim, let me prize out a prediction from you before we wrap this. Delhi versus Mumbai. In Delhi, who are you going with?
Well, I feel if Mumbai bats second, I would give it to Mumbai because I think they've got a very strong batting and hopefully they'll chase it down. If Mumbai bats first, then I would say Delhi to chase it down. But for that, Warner needs to bat a lot more aggressively than what he's done so far.
You want to take a punt?
Yeah, I'll go with Delhi to win. I think given the strength of their batting lineup, at least on paper, I can't really see how they're going to continue to fail consistently through the season. So I think I'll back Delhi to get off the mark and Mumbai to be 0-3.
So you're saying Mumbai Indians, they who 2-3 seasons ago looked invincible, are going to be not for 3, continuing what has been a wretched IPL for them since the start of 2022. We'll see how it pans out. The last time these teams met was one of the last games of the 2022 season. One of those big names we just mentioned, Tim David, hasn't done much for Mumbai, but in that game, 34 of 11, and that was the result, which meant that Delhi did not make it to the playoffs. Let's see what happens this time. Delhi versus Mumbai, we'll have it covered for you right here on T20 Timeout.